Hey you guys. Hey, how y'all doing? Let's see if we're on and in the right place. Fingers crossed. Oh wow. They're like comments already. That was really quick. Hey you guys. I'm gonna let David find me while we say hey to everybody and see how you guys are doing tonight. If you are new, I always forget to do this. If you are new, my name is Royce Hunt Bell, and you guys will hear my very dear husband's voice behind the camera, David Bell. And together we make up Roycycled Treasures. So we're here every Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, mostly chatting and crafting. You know, we don't know what we're going to chat about tonight. We'll see what happens. Y'all pray for me that my husband doesn't say something like, you know.
Oh, I should leave this on just for a second. I got earphones, 2 sets of earphones going right now.
Oh, for both places?
Yeah.
So if you guys are watching on Facebook, we are streaming on YouTube right now. If that's like easier for you, you can hop over to YouTube, or you're welcome to stay here on Facebook as well. That'll be awesome. So can you see, baby?
All right.
Can we say hey to everybody? Hey.
So there we go. All right, we're looking good.
I have my tea tonight, you guys. My voice is like almost normal after 3 weeks. It's almost normal.
So there you go. Okay, I'm sorry. Now I can actually hear you.
Okay.
And I'm not.
And you're not hearing echo.
Yeah, because neither one is on the same sync.
Yeah.
You know.
That would get confusing really quickly.
Yeah. So that's all right. So we are saying hello, I take it?
Yes. Let's say hey to everybody.
All right. On YouTube right now we have Helen R. from Pittsburgh. Deborah Griffin says happy Sunday. And Denise Leonard from Michigan. I know we'll get more as we go along. From Facebook, Celestine Todd from DeSoto,
he could call
Texas.
you Bubblicious. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Holly Murphy from Las Cruces, which just had their comic convention. No, it's next week is Las Cruces is.
Oh, their
the
comic
20th.
Convention? Do they call it a Comic-Con, or have they changed their name too?
No, Comic-Con. Because that's, as far as I know, that's still in the Court of Appeals.
I know.
So, Colleen Renee Reinhardt, Shannon Booth, Marty Liebarger Hardy, Mary Casey from Chicago, Shaz Conaber from the UK, Kathleen O'Brien Hoovis from Illinois, Susan Gully, Sherry Spade Benhart, Judith Graves Brewer from Mississippi, Corey Christensen from Las Vegas, Mary Morabito from Massachusetts, Elizabeth Bauer.
I should be painting while you're doing that. Sorry. Carry on, baby. I'm just...
Brenda Wood wants to know if we're getting lots of rain down there.
We are. It's a lot for us.
It's a lot for us, especially over the last 2 decades, but it's not daily. It's kind of at dusk.
Well, daily at dusk.
Yes, sometimes, well, not during the day, I should have said.
Yeah.
Sometimes at night.
Yes.
So
most nights.
Yeah. Dorothy Lage from southeastern Arizona. Mary Sharkey from Arizona, having a major storm right now. Mary, are you in the metro area, in the Phoenix area or Tucson? Marianne Sullivan, Billy Keir, Joyce Prushinsky. Shaz Conaber is in Ireland.
Oh.
Well, now hold on. You threw up the UK flag there. So, thank you, Shaz.
You see that Midwestern accent jump out there? The UK flag there.
Oh, sorry.
It just jumps out. No reason to apologize. It just makes me laugh because it just pops out every now and again.
Corinne Godfrey, Michelle Adams from Virginia.
Virginia? Get a rope. No, I'm just kidding.
Jill Gomez Haley, Linda Cheek, Julie Deckert, Memory Williams from Amarillo, Texas. Yeah, Mary's in Chandler. So Chandler's getting hit right now.
Hit pretty bad. I hear some rumbling out there, but
yeah, so it'll make its way down here. Pamela Culp Adair, Cassandra Smith, Michelle Peters Dewar, Joby Marshall from Portland, Oregon, Janet Michael Lure, Peggy Otto Finnegan from Colorado, Carmen Daumer. Hi, Carmen.
I know we've had a lot of names. Michelle was here, Sherry was here, Carmen was here for the retreat.
Carol Roy from Delaware, Pamela McDowell from Florida, Drea Jefferson. Are you home or still in the car?
Is it 6 o'clock? Are you guys home yet? They might be home.
They had a late start.
Yeah.
Not late, but it was what, 8:39?
Yeah.
8 hours?
I think so.
Maybe. Connie Savage from Texas, Pam Spears, Joyce Thibodeau from Vermont, Cheryl Montgomery House from Central Texas, Carol Cahoon from Meetung, Australia. Billy Keir asks, when do Pinterest tickets go on sale? Don't want to miss a ticket for your class.
You know what? I think they're on sale now, Billy. You know what? Do me a favor. Message me and remind me. Because I make promises on here, and then you guys know what? I go inside, and I don't know what happens. So message me and remind me, and I'll put a link on my page because tickets are on sale already.
Patty Guinnett Mitchell from New York. Lexi Grenzer. Hi, Lexi.
Hey, Miss Lexi. I was just talking about you.
You know what? I got to say, as much as I enjoy talking to everybody, and I really did.
Yes.
It was fun to talk with Lexi, and we'll get into this.
Okay.
Because behind the scenes, we got an extra special, because Lexi and Serena came in a day early.
Yes.
So we got to do a special dinner with them.
Yes.
And Lexi kind of laid back to start. She just kind of sat and absorbed and listened.
Yes.
And then she jumped in, and that's when I really enjoyed listening, because Lexi's an artist.
She is.
So,
She's
and
an
I enjoy
artist.
hearing that process. So Lexi made dinner fun. She may not have realized it, but she made dinner fun. So Kathy Keem from Nebraska. Shaz explains, I'm so used to doing the UK, but she's visiting family in Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Jan Kilborn from Michigan. Mary Sharkey had to videotape the storm through the patio door, blowing too hard to open the door.
Oh,
and
wow.
Drea says they're home.
Oh, wow. You guys made it home fast.
All right. Susan Matchett from Veneta, Oregon. Linda Cheek is in Northwest Arkansas. Zoe Panette from Winnipeg. Says Lori from Winnipeg.
Paulina. I'm just painting this board white, you guys, while he's talking.
Yeah.
Because you guys don't want to watch me do that.
Pam Miller from Columbia, South Carolina. Angie Champagne. Doris Rushing. Okay, there is Billy's message for Pinterest. Debbie Manchester Young. Janet Lauter from South Carolina. Yeah, I said it right. And Deanna Osborne from Rockford, Illinois, home of Cheap Trick. Michelle Adamus, thinking of you and your family all weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Michelle.
Would not have been surprised if you just needed a pause. And who else said that as well? I want to say it was... who got doggone it? Somebody else said that.
I'm one of those crazy people who get really busy when I'm dealing with stuff, and that's how it's my coping mechanism.
Dorothy said the same thing.
Yeah.
I knew somebody else said it.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. We're at 9 after, baby. I'm trying to get in the habit of timing you, so we'll be done by 10 after.
Can I do one more?
Yes, you can do one
from
more.
YouTube, because we only had a few when we started.
Okay.
Joan Volkman from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Pam R. You're both adorable.
Aw, thank you.
Veronica Sawyer from the foothills of Mount Hood in Oregon. I have a friend in Mount Hood, Oregon. He works for your tourism agency. So if you know Jared Lyman, please stop by and say hello to him. Veronica. And Joan Volkman says, everybody hit the like button. We would appreciate that too.
Yes, thank you. Thank you guys. Hello to everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I'm hoping, I don't know exactly what I'm doing tonight, right? But
before we do that, we really should address the weekend, because it's been a crazy weekend, and a few people may have seen your posts.
Yeah, it's been a crazy month. It really has been,
because we've each had big things happen this month, but nothing bigger. Well, it happened in July.
Yeah.
But nothing bigger than
losing my sister. Yeah, it's hard. So we celebrated the life of my sister yesterday, and some of you may have seen the photos on my page. And so, we just never know what life is gonna bring us. And so, I don't know. I just wake up every morning and try to be the best version of myself. I don't know. I'm not always successful. Just saying.
I will
But
say
I try.
you've held everything in until yesterday.
Yes. Well,
But I think because everybody kind of released yesterday.
yes. And I'm the oldest, baby.
I get that, but I mean,
I know how it
even when we went to make arrangements, because we had to travel to Phoenix, so we had a lot of traveling too.
Yes.
I had a conference in Phoenix. We traveled for the arrangements. You had your retreat, which we'll talk
for the
about.
retailers, yeah.
Nobody really released then,
So,
but it was yesterday. I think because yesterday was reality,
yeah. Yeah. It was hard yesterday.
and I can understand that.
And I just tell everybody this, baby. This is my mode of operandi, is how you say it. Generally speaking, my family looks to me to like take care of all the things.
Right?
So over the years, I've learned to just be okay and take care of all the things. And one day when it's completely like not a good time, I will break down and you will have to deal with me.
Yes, and I understand that.
That's how it goes.
And now it probably helped, but I would say it probably didn't help for today. That last night, it's funny how when you have a celebration of life or a funeral,
Yeah.
generally that's the times you see people, maybe
Yes.
the only times you see
We had a
people
lot of
after you
family
become
come
an adult.
in. Yes.
And it's weird. It's a sad time, but it's also the time when you laugh a lot.
Yes. Well, because you're sharing memories and you're thinking about things.
And you're also seeing people that you don't see.
Yeah.
And so
that's what I'm saying.
you're laughing with them, and you're seeing your best friend too. It's Drea.
I know.
Let's just be honest. And I've said it before. Anything ever
God.
happens to us,
Thank you guys so much for your condolences.
yeah,
I appreciate it.
I get Drea. If
No, you
something
said you get.
no, I get Trev.
You get Trev, and yeah.
I'm
Nothing's
not.
ever going to happen. You need to stop speaking that into the universe.
I'm just saying, because whenever things happen,
You have to choose sides.
there
You're choosing Trev. That's what you're telling me.
there's a friend of mine that my ex loved hanging around, enjoyed.
He's a hot
He was a
mess,
great
wow.
guy. He is a great guy. He's still my pal.
Mm-hmm.
Becky doesn't get him.
You got him in the divorce.
I get him in the divorce.
Mhm.
I'm just staking out Trev. He made me cry last night. I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
He really did. And it was the Bubblicious.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I know Dorothy's already made reference to you calling me Bubblicious.
So we're talking about my comic convention, which we're planning for next year, that I organize. And one of the things we're talking about is having an after party. Someplace away from the convention so that we can have alcohol because we can't at the convention.
Yes.
And we talked about having karaoke, specifically cosplay karaoke.
Yes.
And my good friend Trevin was like, "Oh, you got to do the karaoke. It's got to come from your soul. It's got to come deep down, baby, baby, baby." And he's doing the whole thing, so I'm laughing. And then he goes, "And you got to say it. You got to dedicate it to your woman." He goes, "I don't know what your pet name is for your wife. Bubblicious, this is for you." And I was in tears. And I looked at him, I said, "That's exactly my pet name
Oh
for you
my
now."
gosh, Trev, if he calls me Bubblicious from now on, it's going to be your fault.
So thank you to everybody.
Yes.
But it's been a weird weekend.
It's been a weird week. It's been kind of a roller coaster. We've had good stuff too, though. The retreat was fabulous. It was such an incredible blessing.
So yes, thank you all for your well wishes.
Yes.
But let's move on.
Yeah, so I do have something tonight, and Lexi, I hope Lexi's still here. So Lexi Grenzer, who you guys all know, is an incredible artist who has done several designs for Roycycled treasures, including the pumpkin that I may use today, and the sheep. Don't you guys just love this sheep? I am so in love with it. Anyways, I digress. But so Lexi came to our retailers retreat, and she taught a class, and I know some of you have seen like some of the pictures. Like, we all use pretty much the same supplies, but everybody's projects came out completely different. But Lexi Grenzer came to teach our art class, and then my business coach Serena Correa, she came to teach some business stuff. And so we had like an incredible group of ladies come down last weekend, and it was just absolutely wonderful being able to host everyone here and get to know some of my retailers even better, and to spend time just learning and growing together, and a lot of stretching when it came to the art stuff, you guys. But one of the things that Lexi did for us was she poured some watercolor palettes for us. And so inside of here, there are some little tins with watercolor in them, and they have paints in here. And the paints that are in here are from Daniel Smith Fine Watercolor Paints. And Daniel Smith was one of the sponsors for the retreats. And so what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna have a drawing at the end of the night, baby.
Sure.
For this tin. And so these are really high quality watercolors, you guys. So if you're taking one of Lexi's water painting classes, you guys can have like a head start with some watercolors.
You absolutely should.
And you absolutely should take her classes. She's an awesome teacher.
We don't say that about your classes. We say, oh, take it if you'd like it, and use whatever you've got around. But having seen Lexi's art, this is one you really should take.
Yes, yes. And if you have a shop and you're interested in maybe carrying Daniel Smith's art, reach out to Lexi, because she can put you in contact with their representative. But anyways, we are going to do this at the end of the night, so make sure you guys stick around. Sorry.
So we have Susan Gully and Melissa Upton list. Both say Daniel Smith paints are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Shannon Booth, her classes are, Lexi's classes are wonderful.
They are.
And yeah, Susan, you get what you pay for.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
You know, understand when you're buying this paint, you're buying high quality.
Well, and if you're like barely starting and you don't know if you're gonna like watercolor, you may not want to start out with Daniel Smith. But if you've like decided that you really like it and you want to grow as an artist, then that's gonna be, you know, what you want to do. And if Lexi is still here, Lexi, if you could put your website where people can find your courses, that would be awesome, so people can find you.
Carmen is taking her blooms class. She is amazing.
Yes. And I think there's vegetables on dish towels, I think, or something like that. I know it's coming up. But for tonight, I pulled out like 50 million different kinds of paper, you guys. I'm a hot mess.
Can I do one more?
Yes.
Before? Okay, we have LG. This is on YouTube. LG from Germany. So Guten Nacht. Wait, I don't know what time it is in Germany. So it'd be 8 hours in England. So it's 8 hours from now in England. I don't know how far England and Germany are. So I don't know if it's 9 or 10 hours. So that would be good morning. I don't know what morning is. Morgen. So Guten Morgen.
Good morning.
To LG. But LG says, I will only do this, LG, if you subscribe to Roycycled Treasures. So I'm going to assume you subscribed right now. LG is the best YouTuber.
She's
LG said, can you say that?
Can you say that? LG is the best YouTuber ever.
There you go.
Oh my gosh.
So Carla Harrell says Daniel Smith has amazing watercolor paints. The granulation is superb.
Yeah, it is.
So there you go. So we'll do that at the end of the night. So do a share, do a like.
Yes, do a share, do a like. If you know a friend, you can tag them, mention them.
Please subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah, please subscribe on YouTube. And you guys, we do a lot of chatting on Sunday night. That's what we're here for. We're just here to connect, not just, but we're here primarily just to connect and to chat and to craft too and to have fun. But if you guys want to see like really succinct videos, instructional videos, they are available on my YouTube channel.
One more, Michelle Adamus. Those watercolors are my special stash.
Are they?
We understand that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's the stuff you use.
And then the stuff you play with.
And the stuff you play with. Yes, exactly. So.
So I wanted to do a decoupage project tonight, and I couldn't make up my mind, you guys. I had too many choices. So I was in my room where I have all my paper, and I was kind of looking at everything, and I'm like, fall is coming. But then I start looking at patterns and thinking about what would go together. And so I'm like, you know, the red ticking would go so beautifully with the vintage wallpaper, decoupage paper, right? Those go so beautifully together, or even with the red toile, you could do that. And I'm seeing a lot of French country, so I think that's why I'm like in this mode. The red toile with the neutral ticking would be really beautiful, or even the vintage floral with the neutral ticking would be really pretty. But then like the sheep just has my heart, and so I'm thinking, even though he's the last thing I pulled out, that I'm thinking I'm going to go with the sheep today, but I'd like to put him on top of this ticking. So I think that is what I am going to do. I'm thinking, what do you guys think? I think we should do that. So I found this board at Goodwill. I just painted it right now while we were doing hellos to everybody, but I paid $3.49. I don't think I paid that much. It was marked for $3.49, but I'm pretty sure I got 50% off. It's just a piece of plywood, but somebody had already cut it and put in the little excuse me, the little hanger thingy. So it's a gone good deal. So we're gonna make just a piece of wall art today, but I think it'd be really fun. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and use my brush to cut my sheep out. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of fussy cut him out, so that I can layer him on top of my paper. And so this is a project block, you guys. So on one side you have the two baby sheep that are looking through the fence, and then you have the mama on the other side. Isn't she fabulous? And this is one of the pieces that was done by Lexi Grenzer.
Sandy Stanford says sheep is superb.
Right?
Pamela McDowell, love the sheep. Angie Rourke just says yes. So I'm hoping that's, yeah.
I'm hoping that's a yes. She loves the sheep too.
Yeah. And Debbie Hackett did share on YouTube as well as Facebook. Thank you, Debbie.
You know what? I think I thought this board was bigger and that I'd have more area. What do you guys think? Ticking or no ticking? I am like thinking that the ticking is going to make it extra special, even if it just pokes out. I'm going to do ticking. I'm sorry. No voting. Sorry. I made an executive decision.
Yeah, Susan Gully, love the sheep also.
This is the neutral ticking. I don't know why I'm so in love with this paper, but I am, because it has so many options, and it's not just stripes. Like, it's not like you're going to get it and it's just stripes. I wish I could show you guys the texture. It actually looks like ticking fabric. So it's not just like stripes on a sheet of paper. It actually is really cool, and it's like not all the way black, so it just can be used so many different ways. So I'm gonna get this on the board, and then I'll you know what, we'll do this, because I'll show you guys how I can decoupage my sheep over the ticking and still have this be able to stand alone and not have the stripes show through. So we can do that tonight.
All right, while you are doing that, may I ask a question?
Yes.
So what was your favorite part of the retreat? Now, before we begin, the retreat, for anybody who's new, this was specifically for retailers.
Yes, this was for retailers who carry Roycycled decoupage paper.
Right.
So we had like an art and business retreat for them to be able to. So I'm just so blessed to have so many small businesses around the world partner with Roycycled, and so the retreat was an opportunity to bless my retailers and also just to deepen relationships. Which actually was my favorite part, is getting to know everybody. I think I had an opportunity to sit down and visit with just about everybody who attended the retreat. I mean, even there were just opportunities throughout the course of the weekend for me to really get to know more about each of the retailers who came.
And we are talking about figuring out a way
to do a retreat for like the public.
Yeah, for end users.
Yes.
For people that just like the paper.
Yes.
Or like the classes.
And it will probably be next year, because it takes a long time to plan. But yes, I am definitely going to start working on doing something for the general public, and then something in Canada as well. Oh Lord, I'm signing myself up for a lot, y'all. But we're gonna do it though. So I've just trimmed this down, you guys. I have about 1 inch on either side. But I just trimmed it down just so I wouldn't have to fight with that whole piece of paper.
So that brings up the question then, as you're doing that, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was getting to know my retailers more intimately. I mean, I know them on Facebook. I see them. The only person who came that I actually met in person was Carmen. So I hadn't met any of my other retailers in person.
Okay.
And so we lived in the dorms together for the whole weekend, you guys. So there was a lot of opportunities to just really sit and talk and get to know each other better, which was my favorite part.
Oh, all right. Well, hold on. Dorothy. God bless Dorothy. I love her so much. Oh, by the way, corrected me, called me a, quote, generous pour
Yes.
at our mixer, to which I responded, it's an open bar.
It's
And if you're not generous in an open bar, doggone it.
You get in trouble, is that what happens?
At least that's the way I grew up, was, you know. But I did want to say this, Michelle Adamus, who I had a great conversation with as well. Michelle was so bright and bubbly and friendly. She makes you feel like you've been her friend forever.
Yes.
She said the retreat was the perfect blend of business, creativity, and connection. Best experience ever. I just enjoyed my time talking to her, but I enjoyed my time talking to everybody there.
That's what I'm saying. Just getting to know
I don't think
everybody.
I met anybody that I would say, ooh, okay, that was good. I don't need to ever talk to that person again. What a really good group.
Yes.
You know, it was just a pleasant.
It was good. And look, I even got my papa stopped by. My little nugget stopped by to see me.
Well, he stopped by to run around.
Yeah, he stopped by to run around. I think my husband stopped by to see me because
I did.
I had been in the dorms with the ladies, so I think he was missing me.
I had 3 nights of a lonely bed. So, okay, so let's talk about. Oh, I don't know. Do we want to talk about, or do you want to be in email? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that just yet.
All
We
right.
have a big surprise coming, you guys.
That was what Dorothy was intimating.
No, Dorothy.
She didn't say what it was, but she's intimating.
No, we have a big surprise coming. I'm super excited about it.
The retailers did get to experiment.
The retailers did get to experiment with our announcements. If you are not a Roycycled insider, you'll want to be, because Roycycled insiders get information firsthand, and so I've already decided that Roycycled insiders will get the announcement before anybody else does. And I'll make sure and put the link up for that after we're done with our live tonight.
So,
and my voice is like leaving me already. I can hear it.
And to be an insider, you sign up for the email.
Yeah, you sign up. I will put the link. I'll put the links up on YouTube and on my Facebook page after we're done tonight for you guys to do that. And so you'll just get like weekly announcements of things that are going on. And then, of course, if we have anything special going on, you guys will hear first about that. And this particular thing, you guys really will be insiders, because our surprise is only going to be rolled out to a few at first. And so if you want to know who those few are, you'll want to be an insider. That's all I can say without letting the cat out the bag.
Corinne Godfrey. Oh, yay, Canada.
Yeah, so we're going to plan something in Canada next year. I told Colleen the snow has to be gone. Like, not like the snow is like almost gone. No, the snow has to be gone before I get there.
Now, are you also prepared for daylight until, let's see, because Colleen is what, Winnipeg?
Yes.
I think is what she said.
Yes.
So what time is sunset there during the summer? About 10?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm
I
guessing,
didn't know
because
that.
when I was in Minnesota, sunset was about 9.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that.
So
I get extra daylight?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
in.
So yes, Canada, somewhat for Colleen, mainly for me to come up and look for Captain Canuck comic books and And Canada still has Toys R Us.
Really?
Yeah. It's very
I guess
expensive, but they still have it.
a few are coming back here.
Yes.
Because at the Mills Mall.
Macy's. Yeah, Macy's and Toys R Us are partnering.
Oh, okay. Is that what they're doing? That's kind of smart.
So Carmen Dowmer, the dorms were the best idea. Also breakfast, lunch, dinner, after parties, crazy YouTube videos, classes, shopping, and all the most amazing people.
Yes, all the things.
Debbie Manchester Young, David, you just described Michelle Adamus to a T. She really is just an incredibly warm, welcoming person.
Yeah.
So, Celestine Todd, if you get a chance, would you talk about the inspiration cards? Is that for everyone?
The inspiration cards.
Is that the trading cards?
I was talking about the trading cards. So I know we have to work out the logistics. I'm gonna have to get with somebody who's done it before, like on a larger scale. But yes, so the art trading. Oh man, you know what, baby? Will you go bring the art trading cards? I have to show them off.
Where are they?
There's a red. You know how you have the little shopping bags, the little paper ones with the little handle.
Say what now?
You know how when you go somewhere and they give you the little shopping bags with the little raffia handles? There's a red one in the living room. I think it's on the couch because I was showing Billy earlier.
Okay, thank you.
I have to show off everyone's art trading cards. Now, I have to be honest, y'all. I didn't get mine done. So I didn't even get to participate. But everyone forgave me. They were so nice to me. They were so nice to me. I didn't get mine because you had to have 20 and I only got 10 done. But I'm going to show off everybody else's cards. It was so much fun doing that. And for those of you who are new, you're probably wondering, because I'm not giving a ton of instruction tonight, if you are curious about decoupage, if you haven't decoupaged before, be sure and check out my YouTube channel. I actually have a whole playlist of videos just for beginners where I go over everything step by step by step. And so tonight I'm just doing a quick decoupage. I dropped some stuff on the top of my paper here, so I don't want to put my felt spatula on that, so I'm just kind of avoiding that little piece. And I'm really just using my spatula to make sure there's good contact between the paper and the surface. So you guys want to see everybody's art trading cards? I want to show you guys. So you guys, I have a YouTube video actually showing you guys a quicker. We did the live last week, but I also did a YouTube video.
2 weeks ago.
I also did a YouTube video showing you guys how I made my art trading cards. So these are some of the art trading cards, and I know for those of you who are like really into this, there's a rule of, we don't know the rules. We didn't follow the rules. We just made whatever like we wanted to make, but they're all fabulous. These Sunny and Micah made from, oh wow, I just froze. Oh.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, okay, I unfroze. Phew! I just heard thunder and then I froze, so I didn't know. Sunny and Micah made, and this is from Would You Been West, or from Poppies and Pansies. They were here. Aren't these fabulous? I just love that little grunginess and that floral right there. Miss Lexi Grinzer made some. These are so cute. This little birdie is actually one of her stamps that she makes and she carries. Super cute, right? And this one, let's see, Furniture Facelift by Kobe. And this one is more tactile. You guys can see like the raised stencil on there, and it has some shimmer. It's super pretty. Michelle Adamus made these, and they're tagged with the sari ribbon on the top, kind of a mixed media piece. So pretty. And look how different these are. Thank you. And look how different these are. Everyone's is different. This is from our Tucson Junksters, and that's Tammy and Jackie. And all of these are retailers who carry Roycycled decoupage paper. This is from Miss Sherry from Butternut Hollow. I got me a little froggy right there. And she came in from Ohio. Let's see, this one is from Deborah Booker, and she's actually right here in the Phoenix area. How fun. Like, isn't it, like, can you guys imagine how fun this would be? Like, everyone's is completely different. like absolutely completely different. And this one is from Carmen. And you know, super fabulous. All kinds of moving. You guys know Carmen loves doing folded paper and sewing and stamping. And then she also has a lot of stuff like clipped onto the back here. So like everyone's was completely different, and everyone's was like completely fabulous. It was so much fun. And then actually Dorothy wasn't at the retreat, but she did.
Well, she stopped by for
the mixer.
For the mixer, yes.
But she made these little booklets for everyone. Super cute, right? And this isn't my book. My book is put away already. It has an eye chart and, you know, all the weird stuff that I love. And these were just some of them, but it was so much fun trading with everybody. So I really do want to make up a way for us to do like art trading cards with our viewers. I think it would be fabulous.
Here's what I did for the retreat, but you didn't use it. So between Lee, our sports guy at the radio station, and me, I brought a box of baseball cards.
Yes.
Home. I don't know if you want to send them to retailers to give out to customers to make trading cards, because you could do stuff on top of the baseball card, and that way you've got a uniform size.
Honestly, making the cards is the easy part. It's the trading that becomes complicated because of the size of our audience.
They're available for free.
I know.
So
we didn't have time to use them, baby.
No, that's fine.
We would have used them.
So
no, I think everyone can make theirs fairly easy with just we're all craft addicts, right? Like we have supplies.
Well, I know, but it's a uniform size.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So,
but it's the trading of the cards that's complicated.
Gotcha.
Because of the size of the group. So I don't know, you guys. I'm gonna think about it.
All right, let's see. So we have a few things to play catch up on.
Okay.
Regarding the super secret, you got to be an insider to find out.
Yes, I will put a link on the top of the page when we're done tonight. So make sure, if you guys are already signed up, you know you're an insider already. So for instance, on the last launch of new designs, our insiders got to see them the night before they were launched to the public.
Well, Kick-Ash Furniture says the creative team doesn't get to know.
Yes, you guys get to know Ashley.
So, Pamela Adair asks, are you using 1 hour enamel?
I am. I'm using 1 hour enamel to decoupage tonight.
Kim Comp Rogers, ATCs are so fun. Michelle Adamus, Colleen Kobielka was our roommate. She's all kinds of awesome.
Yes.
Susan Evans Connolly would love to do the trading cards. Yeah, Kim Rogers, I have like 100 of them. Let's see.
I think I saw somebody ask if they brought them or they made them there. No, everybody brought theirs made, and we exchanged them over dinner Friday night. And we saw it as a way for us just to get to know each other, like another way, right, to experience another person through their art.
Maybe the trading cards become a way to connect.
Yes.
You know, hey, we're doing a gathering, bring your art trading cards. I don't know. Let's see. Yes, that was Sheila Lemble who asked. They brought them made. Yes.
Yes.
Kathy Hess. The only rule is 2.5 by 3.5 on size.
I know, Kathy. You see, we didn't follow the rules because we didn't know. So Lexi Grenzer is the one who suggested the art trading cards, and a lot of us had never experienced them before or done them before. So we didn't know the rules. So we just did whatever.
So like I say, there's got to be a couple hundred baseball cards. Maybe send them out.
Oh, there are a couple of hundred?
Probably in that box, I would think. If somebody places an order with you,
oh yeah, that's what we can do. I can throw them in there.
Now, you can't buy paper from Royce.
No.
But you could buy the other stuff, the Wise Owl or brushes
and the
or
transfers,
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like I say, you can send them out to your retailers too if you want.
So I am just taking my sanding block and I'm trimming this off. This is my favorite way to trim. I've seen people use like a razor blade to cut off their edges, which is perfectly fine. I do want you guys to know, like, whenever we're teaching you guys how to do something, we're just teaching you what works for us, right? And what we teach you may not work for you, and that's fine. But we're just giving you our tips and tricks. But as you start to do your projects, you'll find your own way. So this is my favorite way, is sanding it off. And I like for my paper to be dry first, because I like to have a nice crisp edge. See how easy that is?
Kim Comp Rogers, how's this for an idea? I did some trades where you enter your name and someone mixes them and sends you a name who to send them to all over the world.
Ooh.
We also had a group where we had a subject and made the number of the design for each room member.
Say that last part again?
It's a confusing sentence.
Okay.
So, that could be done. Maybe set up a temporary Facebook group. If you join, you're assigned a number, and then we just draw names,
and
then it's your job to reach out to the person to get their address to send the card to. So you're not necessarily trading with the same person. You may be getting it from person A, but you're sending it to person B. You know,
we'll figure out something like that. And I want to make sure it's safe too. Like, the part that makes me nervous is the idea of giving out people's address.
Yeah. Well, you know, you leave it up to that person. If you don't feel comfortable giving out your address, then you just don't participate.
Yes. Oh yeah, I know. I'm going to figure out something. Oh Lord, put a little bit too much water down there.
Debbie Young, yeah, I noticed that someone didn't follow the rules when she made hers.
I didn't follow the rules when I made mine either. Yeah. I didn't know the rule when I started, and I wasn't going to switch up after I'd already started.
Oh, Lindsay Tyler said the same thing. You create a separate Facebook page for it and figure out a process for swapping through Happy Mail.
Yeah. And then everyone can share their Happy Mail as they receive it, which I think will be the fun part.
Sheila Lemble, like a Secret Santa. That would be cool, but there's no way to do a Secret Santa without the person giving you their address so they know you're getting it.
Yeah.
You know, they're getting it from you.
I think we have adults participating. So I think if you sign up to participate, like, you agree to share your address. I just don't want you guys to get like a random message from some stranger saying that they're participating. That's what I'm more like, you know what I'm saying. You guys know there's a lot of peeps online.
Oh, Susan Gully, use those tags as name tags for groups that hangs on the rope around your neck. And Michelle Adamus, there are many ATC trading groups out there. I'm afraid to join to break the rules while creating because it's so hard to stop.
It is, Michelle. Then once you start, like, where do I stop? Do I keep adding things? Do I stop? Like, what do I do?
Yeah, Sonia Sutton says she'd be up for a trading card group. I think it could be a subgroup of Roycycled Treasures.
I think it would be fun. I think I need a smaller brush. Yeah. This brush is bleeding a little bit too much. You guys see what I'm doing? I'm just like drawing a line of water around my sheep, and then I'm pulling it, and right where the water is where the paper tears. So the reason why I do that is because I want my edge to be deckled. It just blends in a lot better. I could cut them out. I could fussy cut them out. But I just like the uneven edges. It's just a personal preference thing. But if you wanted, you could just use scissors and cut them out too.
Okay, so Kim now explains it. In a group of 10 members, we meet once a month. If the subject was red, I may have made 10 cards with apples. Each member got one card from each participant. We also made a bunch of any subject, which you could trade for one of their cards.
Yeah.
So
I understand how it's done. I just don't understand how to do it on this scale.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm anticipating a minimum of 100 people participating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At least 50. At least.
If you look at the retailers and the customers. Oh, Lord. You guys hear that?
That was close.
That was really close.
The
it's
light
lightning.
And the sound hit almost at the same time. We're on a race, baby. Bubblicious. Whether or not we can make it before we lose power.
I know. Hopefully. Well, if we lose power, we'll come back next week.
Susan Gully says Secret Christmas for Outlander page has 2 administrators that handle the address until it was time to mail them out.
Oh.
Lexi Grenzer says for privacy purposes, we have one admin on the RT team who manages the addresses and mailing. Everyone includes a check for $7.95 with their shipped ATCs. We mail out the collection to the participants. So it sounds like Lexi's already got this kind of mapped out.
I know. And we could make it even easier by making a registration fee, if you will, that would cover that. Because, I mean, getting checks is going to be, nah.
Yeah.
But I like the idea, because if you registered, right, electronically for $8, that would cover your shipping, and then we could cover the shipping on this end. I could assign that to Kayla.
So.
That's a good idea, too.
Yeah, Kathy Hess, I heard that, yeah. So apparently we're getting that storm that was in Chandler a few hours ago.
It's made its way here. Is that what you're telling us, Kathy? Okay. So now my sheep is all fussy cut out using my water. So you guys can see how the edges are all deckled and uneven. That's what I want, because I want him to keep the feeling of being a sheep. And if I had cut it out like really, I mean, it would be fine. It would just be really sharp, which you may prefer. But I think I like the idea of it being, he looks still kind of fuzzy, furry, if you will. I think I'm going to cut this bottom out.
Lexi likes your plan.
Huh?
Lexi likes your plan.
Yeah. I knew y'all would help me figure it out.
Well, you know, Lexi's already invented the wheel on this one. It's just a matter of putting a hubcap on it.
I know. Well, Lexi's the one who brought it up for the retreat to do the art trading cards, which I thought was so good. A lot of people said it kind of pushed them out of their comfort zone a little bit, which we like to do creatively sometimes. I love this. Love, love, love. So my challenge is going to be, where's my board? The tissue paper becomes transparent when it gets wet. So if I were to just decoupage this on there, the stripes from the ticking would show through. You guys see that? And so I don't want that to happen. And normally I would use my plastic trick on this, but he's really big. I don't know if I can do it this big. Let me see if I have a piece of plastic this big. I have a piece of plastic from one of my products. And when I'm picking plastic to do this with, I always look for something that has some structure to it. So I don't want like saran wrap. I want plastic that's stiffer. And I actually think this piece is going to be almost big enough. I think it's close enough to being big enough that we'll be able to use it. This little sticky bit back here. Here, we'll just cover it with some tissue so it doesn't stick to anything. And this is just a piece of plastic from something that I bought. I don't even know. So we're going to use it to do this tonight. I'm like second guessing myself. I think that I'm not going to do that. For tonight, for the sake of tonight's project, I think it's going to be easier to just kind of map him out and paint white. But I think I'm going to use a white gel pen so that it's less obvious. Like if I use a pen or pencil, you'll be able to see it. And I feel like if I use a white marker to map him out, it'll just disappear with the paint, right? And so what I'm going to do is trace him, and then I'm going to paint it white under him so that when I decoupage it, I don't have the ticking stripe showing through. But I do want the ticking to be peeking out from around him because I think that's what's going to make him fabulous. Fabulous! He's already fabulous, but the ticking is going to make him more fabulous.
Marty Hardy, we've had storms around us that have left trees down, homes with roofs off, cars front and back windows gone. The hail has been huge. Hope our storms are not that bad. No, it's just been rain.
We've had a lot of rain, which honestly, you guys, we live in the desert. So, yeah, we welcome the rain. I think it's so funny because Lexi was here. She's like, I stood outside and watched the storm. It was so beautiful. I'm like, girl, it was lightning. I'm all scary. She's like, it was so beautiful.
Let's see. Sherry Martin was an admin on an ATC group. The collection I ended up is like a little art museum.
See, that's what I'm saying. Hey,
Liz,
Miss Sherry.
Liz Garcia Bauer, where do you find a white gel pen?
I found mine on Amazon, and you guys know what? I'll stick those in my group too, because the package that I found has different like gauges, if you will. So this one is a 0.8. It's an 0.8, so the ball it leaves like a thicker line, and there's also a 0.5. There's like different ones. So I'll make sure and put this in the on my Amazon shop so you guys can find it, because I really do like this one. Because sometimes you want a fine tip, and sometimes you want, a thicker one. And I'll do a quick coat of white paint.
Kathleen Hoovis, this is probably what you're doing right now. Explain what you're going to do with the plastic.
I was gonna use the plastic. There's a process you can use with the plastic. I'm gonna have to I'll demonstrate it next time, Kathleen. Okay? Because I know when I explain it to you, you're still gonna be looking at me like, what? This is a big one though, so it doesn't really work. I use it when I am decoupaging over like a pattern, and I want the piece I'm decoupaging over the top to maintain, to be able to be seen without the pattern underneath showing through. And it works really well with something small, but with something this big, I think this is going to be better. So I'm not going to use the plastic tonight.
Debbie Manchester Young said, I thought you might paint the back of the sheep.
You can paint the back of the sheep, I guess. I am always afraid if I get too much moisture on the paper, I'm going to have other issues. So that's why I'm doing it this way.
Dorothy Lage said they've had a lot of lamb on their side of the mountain. So Dorothy and you and Royce are separated by Mount Graham.
Yes.
So
and you?
Dorothy's south of it, we're north of it. Yeah, we've had a little bit of hail, but not I guess like Cochise County has.
No, I think Cochise County's had more rain too. I saw there were a couple of roads that were washed out.
Sandy Stanford says, I'm glad you're showing this. I'm going to put transfers on a pattern, but didn't want the pattern to show through.
Now for transfers, they won't show through. The transfers are opaque, so if you transfer over the top, you don't have to worry about doing this. Now, if you want, let's just say you're working on a sign and you want to have the pattern, but you don't want it to be so loud that it kind of it takes over the design and you don't miss like your stencil. You can use a white wash. I'm doing a pretty opaque layer, but you can do a really light white wash in the middle, and then you can lay your stencil down so that even though there's a design, your stencil still stands out. But if you're going to put a transfer right on top, you don't have to worry about it. It's not going to, at least with the Iron Orchid Design transfers, I can't speak for the other brands. They're opaque, and so you can still use them on top of patterns and you'll be fine. And you can use them over dark colors too. A lot of people think that you have to use them over light colors, but you don't.
Kim Comp Rogers, I have most of my ATCs and baseball card sleeves in a notebook. I like the backs to show with the artist's name, date, and city where they're from.
Oh, that's the fun part, right? See, this is all new to me. I'm looking for a brush to get my edges without having to go over my white line. Which, if I go over the line, it's not a deal breaker, right? But I would like for it to be relatively clean. And because I use that white pen, like my marker, it's kind of like using chalk when you're sewing, you know.
So Liz Bauer, she's multitasking, so she didn't hear your explanation why you didn't paint the sheep, the back of the sheep.
Liz, you know what? This is just my process. You can paint the back of the sheep. I'm always nervous to paint the back of the sheep by itself without the plastic because I don't want to tear the paper. And this sheep is big. If I were doing a smaller medallion or something, I would have used the plastic and I would have painted the back. But this sheep is so big, I think it would have been hard for me. It would have been harder for me to do. I think this is going to be the easier way to do, just because of the size of the sheep.
On YouTube, Deborah Allen here in Texas, we're praying for rain. We're having so many wildfires.
We understand. This is not normal for us.
Yeah.
This is the most moisture we've had in probably
Oh,
I don't
since
know.
I've been here.
Yeah.
This is the most rain we've had for a summer.
Yes.
So 9 years minimum.
Yeah.
But we're also seeing a lot of lightning, and it doesn't matter how much moisture we get.
Yeah.
We're so dry. That lightning is going to ignite something. That's my worry.
That's your worry. And with the extra rain, you get more
Flooding.
Well, the growth. You get more
the growth, yes.
more tinder for the fire.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just gonna just pray for the best. Our water tables are gonna be, a little bit more replenished. And
it's not political, but it's news.
no.
And
no
it really
news.
is only for one person.
No news.
It's important. It's water.
Okay.
There is a meeting in the Wilcox area
Okay.
about whether or not to create an active management area, which then says here's how you can use water, how much you're allowed, etc.
Oh.
So when you're in a serious drought,
Yeah.
the state comes in and says, look, this is an active management area. So here are the limits. You can't drill new wells, that sort of thing.
You know where the state needs to do an active management? In the
Scottsdale.
In Scottsdale, where they have all those freaking golf.
Between golf courses and a park that went on forever.
Yeah.
It's like, holy cow.
Before they come out here to the sticks telling us what to do, which, by the way, we've been talking about water for years and years.
Yeah.
They need to talk to and deal with their own greenways they have out there, watering all that stuff.
So I bring that up because we have one viewer right now who would be impacted by that.
Yes.
So Dorothy, there's a meeting coming up in Wilcox.
And Dorothy, you tell them what I just said. Before they come over there telling y'all what y'all can do, they need to go to the city and talk to the people who own all them golf courses over there.
Well, Phoenix is either the city, the Maricopa County region, is either the area with the most growth or the second most growth. So it's either Phoenix or Las Vegas. They go back and forth.
That sounds like a good place to start. You'd have impact almost immediately.
You got when you got the fifth largest city in the United States, that means a lot of water's getting used there. So not political. No. I'm not picking a side. There's no sides. Just simply they're having a meeting. People should be aware of that.
Yes.
That's where you get a chance to say whatever you want.
And I'm doing a second coat. I really don't want the ticking to show through my sheep. I want him to stand. I want him to walk alone.
Well, Michelle Adamus is punching out. She's got an O-Dark 30 flight for some of her family tomorrow. And so she needs to go take care of that.
Okay. Good night, Michelle.
We understand that. And Sonia Sutton says, seems like getting more rain on the East Coast right now. Yeah, there's some parts of the country that's just getting hammered with water. And some, like Texas, is just getting
and California
nothing.
Needs water too.
Yeah, California's in bad shape. Okay, Kathleen Hoovis, will the thicker part of the paint, the edges, show when you decoupage?
It may, because I'm not being super perfect, but I think it's okay. It all depends on like how particular you want to be. I think if I end up with like a nice halo around him, that could still be pretty cool. And I could always do things like go back over it with some glaze, you know what I'm saying, to make it all unify. When you're layering your different papers together, either if you're making like a collage or you're piecing pieces together, one of the cheater moves you can do is just do a nice glaze at the end after you sealed everything to kind of unify things and bring it together. But I'm actually being kind of intentional around my edges. It's not super thick on the edges. I'm going to show you guys up close. If you guys look up close, you see I left it a little bit more, it's more opaque in the middle. And I did leave the edges a little bit like, I didn't put as much paint on the edge. So I'm going to dry this. And then you guys get to see me try to lay this sheep down perfectly. That's going to be hilarious. So the plastic method is easier because you don't have to worry about this whole perfection thing you guys are about to watch me go through. But, you know, it's one way to do it. That ticking is going to look so fabulous with this sheet, though.
Dorothy Lage, she has to boogie because it's dinner time. Ribs and Apple Annie's roasted sweet corn.
Oh, just rub it in, Dorothy. Rub it in. We spent the day in Wilcox. I'll have my vlog up, I think, this week on my YouTube channel of our day in Wilcox. We went to the Peach Orchard.
Apple Annie's.
We went to a few tasting rooms there. They have a lot of wineries in Wilcox.
Lee's Orchard, which was pecans.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And then we went to the steakhouse for dinner. Yes.
And then Double S Steakhouse, yeah.
It was a very good day. Although, note to self and to anyone else, you'll want to eat breakfast before you visit 6 tasting rooms to taste wine. Just saying.
Kim Rogers, my son has gone out west to fight wildfires for several years. He's not going this year due to family schedules. We're glad. It's a good thing for him to do, but we're always on pins and needles when he's gone.
We have a lot of firefighters here. We have a lot of young men, like here in our community, who work for the Forest Service for firefighting. And so we understand completely. We really do.
Sherry Spade Benhart, did you enjoy the Iowa sweet corn?
Yes, she sent some Iowa sweet corn.
So I appreciate, look.
I don't want to tell her you couldn't eat it. I'm going to eat it, Sherry.
Yeah, I have to be honest. Look, growing up, there was nothing I loved more than Wisconsin corn. That's what we looked forward to more than anything, was the corn from Wisconsin. We didn't go into Iowa as much because we were closer to Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. But as I've gotten older, I've developed a thing, as we all do.
I don't feel bad because I'm going to eat it.
Corn is one of the things I cannot eat. I love it.
Yes.
It's delicious, but if I eat it, I will be sick for a few days. So
me and Andrea were actually going to use it to make us some, like, a corn salsa, but we just ran out of time.
Yeah. So thank you. I truly appreciate the thought, but unfortunately, I can't eat corn anymore. Oh, I want corn so bad.
I'll wait till he's gone to cook it so he doesn't feel bad. No, Indiana corn is the best.
I grew up in Illinois, and Illinois people say Illinois corn is the best. I've had it at the Illinois State Fair. I've had it at the Wisconsin State Fair. Wisconsin's corn was better.
It's probably sweeter. I think it depends on what you like. That's probably it. Because I would imagine some are starchier, some are sweeter.
It's a real sweet corn that they sell there. But we used to get it at the farm stands as well when you just drive through Wisconsin. So I've told you this story. I don't know if I've told everybody else. I don't know how it is in like the Iowa State Fair or the Indiana State Fair. I don't remember this at the Illinois State Fair. But at Wisconsin's, they have these giant vats. That's the only way to put it.
Oh, the butter baths?
Yeah, filled with sweet cream butter. And, I mean, it's like the kind you would see in an old movie where the barbarians are, going to the castle and they're dumping the hot oil on them. They're that big.
Oh, wow.
Filled with sweet cream butter. And then they would roast the corn in the husk. You would buy it. They'd shuck it. Just pull the what is the green stuff called? The leaves.
Oh no, the leaves.
Yeah, they would pull it down, but not off. Mm-hmm. And then take the corn, dunk it right in the vat.
Oh, that
and
sounds so
then
good.
give it to you. And here you go. And you eat it like a popsicle.
Now here in Arizona, you have elote.
Right.
Where they grill the corn.
Well, this was grilled, but it's grilled in the husk, whereas eyote, the corn itself is on the grill. They don't protect the corn from the husk.
Well, it depends. It's kind of regional. Yeah, it depends on who's doing it.
Oh, okay, because I've only seen it where the corn is grilled, which is delicious too.
It is.
But
with some little, my mouth is watering a little bit just thinking about it.
Yeah, the husk. Thank you, husk. Everybody's saying husk.
Yeah, husks. Thank y'all.
So,
see, I painted white right there. I should have had. It's okay.
It's amazing. You see people walking around the Wisconsin State Fair. Every state fair has got its own thing.
Yeah.
Like you say, Arizona State Fair, it's eyote.
Well, yeah.
Wisconsin, what you see are guys with giant beers, men and women, and a giant ear of sweet corn.
So beer and corn.
Yeah, and boy, well, because you got a couple of breweries in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You got Miller and Pabst, I think, are the two breweries.
My mom used to work for Pabst in LA.
In Minnesota, the thing you walk around with are the cream puffs. At the Minnesota State Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're bigger than my hand. They're huge.
One of these days, you guys, I'm gonna travel and eat food. That's what I'm gonna do.
So, Billy Keir, I don't care where the corn comes from as long as you can make it ayote style.
See?
Sherry Martin says they serve it like that at our county fair. It's amazing. Sherry is
In Ohio.
Ohio. Okay.
Sherry Martin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we said yes. She's in Ohio.
Denise Mike Chapman, is this a Royce paper?
This is the sheet. It's a Roycycled decoupage paper, but the artist who created it is Lexi Grenzer.
You did the ticking and Lexi did the sheet.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Oh, I know. This is a collaboration. So the ticking, yeah. So both of them are Roycycled decoupage papers. We're kind of combining two different papers tonight, which you'll probably see more and more of. It's exciting to see. I remember when, and I'm not suggesting that I introduced decoupage, but I know that when I first started showing decoupage in our niche for furniture, we were all pretty much just putting one piece of decoupage paper on furniture. But now, as more and more decoupage products have come out and people have been doing it more and more, I'm seeing so many creative applications. It's so exciting.
Drea says she tagged you in the recipe for the corn and avocado dish.
Ooh, there's one I've been seeing. It's like corn with avocado and onions and garlic, and it's like a salad, and you eat it with corn chips.
Debbie Claypool, I can hear your Midwestern accent. I'm from Indiana, now live in Tennessee. The more excited I get, the more it comes out, and I always get excited talking about sweet corn.
That's funny. I know it hops out there every now and again, huh? Look at that, you guys. How cute is that? Sorry, I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited about this.
Debbie Manchester Young, hops and husks.
Hops and husks.
That's brilliant.
That is.
Oh, Sherry Martin, I thought you said men and women with giant beards. Sheila Lemble, beer and sweet corn sounds dangerous. It is.
Yeah.
Oh. There was one time, it was before I got married, me and my old roommate from college went up. We had to stay the night.
You guys, yeah, we had to stay the night.
We had to stay the night.
That sounds like some tourism stuff to me. Beer and corn, so you have to stay the night. That's some bed tax dollars going on right there.
Sonia Sutton, where are you from, Sonia? Here they do smoked turkey legs, roasted corn on a stick. That would be interesting.
The turkey legs are so good.
Carmen Dowmer, Iowa is beer. Well, I think every state fair is beer. Chicken on a stick and turkey drumsticks.
Yes, turkey drumsticks, definitely a yes.
And Sherry Martin says Lexi's watercolor papers have been very popular.
Yes.
Which I believe. They're just beautiful pieces.
And I like, at the Arizona State Fair, the turkey legs are wrapped in bacon. Bacon makes everything better.
I like, well, this is why we look for places. Oh, we're talking about a new dessert place.
Oh yeah, where was it?
In Ahwatukee.
Yes.
I don't remember what it's called, but it's a fondue place, so we'll go for dessert. But we like to look for those kind of places. And I think it's the same thing with state fairs. You really got to find what's special about your state fair.
Yes.
And lean into it. I love that kind of stuff. I mean, I know the Midwestern state fairs because that's where I grew up.
I think that's kind of the deal, though, right? You're kind of showing off what's special about your state.
If you're Michigan,
you're celebrating.
If you're Michigan and not doing something with apples, there's something wrong.
Oh, I know.
Because we went apple picking in Michigan a couple times. Those apples are so good.
We have apples.
We do, but there's something about Michigan apples.
With you.
There just is. It's kind of like Wilcox wine. There's something about it.
There's just something about it.
Yeah.
I don't have any saran wrap over here.
So I've never been to the Michigan State Fair. Have to go to that one.
All I
In
know is at the
Minnesota
state fair,
was-
they're always trying to fry everything. Like, everything doesn't need to be fried. I'm not sure if I need my Twinkie to be deep fried. I'm just saying.
I would love to see our county fair kind of lean away from those guys and go more towards the food trucks that we have popping up here. I really would like to see that more. That way we're supporting local businesses
Yes.
and you're still getting a wide variety. And you're right, we don't need a deep fried Snickers bar.
No. But what I do need is the Isabels from Wilcox to make those fabulous carne asada tacos with a whole slab of green chili in there. That's what I need. Just saying.
Sandy Stanford, this is adorable, but I have to get to sleep soon. I'm
Okay,
assuming you're
good
on
night,
the East Coast.
Sandy.
We understand.
I know.
Yeah, we're in an hour 10, so.
So I'm going to go around, you guys, my edges, and just make sure that everything is tacked down really good. And then another thing that you can do to really unite your surfaces is once you've gotten your pieces all down, whether you're doing, you know, a collage or you're putting two pieces together like this, is to do a final coat over everything. And that really does unify it visually too. I think it unifies the sheen of the surface, and so it makes it look more cohesive.
Sherry Martin, Michigan apples are huge. They are. They're so good. They really are.
I wonder if it's something about the soil. You know, different soils have different qualities.
I remember we brought some apples back. My mom made a German pancake, which he made with apples. Mm-hmm. That was the best I've ever had.
The best ever.
Sherry Martin said bacon and butter are love languages.
Right, Sherry?
Billy Keir just found a new cheesecake place last night in Phoenix. Banham Cheesecake. Banham.
Okay, we're going to put that on our list.
That's going to go on our list.
We love finding those locally owned restaurants that have, there are a lot of really talented chefs that are opening restaurants, and a lot of times they're small and they're not necessarily like big or glamorous, but the food is fabulous. And so we love finding those places. Or the little mom and pop shops too, like the Greek restaurant we found. And where were we?
Wow.
The Greek restaurant. Remember where he didn't have baklava, so he gave me that other dessert for free?
Yes.
And the owner
that was just
there,
some little
like,
diner in south of Phoenix. It was off the 202.
Were we in South? I thought we were in Gilbert.
We might have been, but it was off the 202.
Yeah.
So
I'm just going to do a unifying layer over the top. What do you guys think? I think he's fabulous. Oh, sorry. But you can see how I was able to stack him on top of the ticking, but I don't have the ticking showing through. And even though there's a little bit of paint sticking out every now and again, it still looks really cool. It doesn't look, it doesn't look horrible. So you don't have to be like super meticulous. And if you wanted to, you could just paint just inside the line. And then that way you wouldn't have to worry about any of your white kind of showing through on the piece.
Billy, send a message on that cheesecake place.
Banana pudding cheesecake. Oh my gosh. Why would you even plant that here in my heart and have me not be able to go to Phoenix like tomorrow?
Kathleen Hoovis, Indiana State Fair. Elephant ears were big when we lived in Texas. Anything deep fried. I would have thought Texas would go heavy on the barbecue. Brisket especially.
Yeah.
Got all them Texas cows.
I know, you would think so.
Yeah. Kim Comp Rogers just got some delicious corn this weekend. My husband had a bad tractor accident a month ago, broke his jaw in 2 places. His jaw was wired. He had surgery again on Friday to remove the screws. We made corn, ran it through the bullet so he could eat it.
Oh my God.
Poor guy, but he said it tasted good.
It tasted good. Who's that, Kim?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she also says the Michigan State Fair not as good as it used to be, but the cider mills in Michigan are the best.
Oh, I could imagine with all the apples. Ooh. I think we saw that on one of our... Well, didn't we watch something where they had all the cider mills?
Oh, yeah, I think we did. Was it the one that was going around to the different states?
Yeah.
I think so. Shelley Iverson, Washington State Fair, famous for scones with raspberry jam in them.
Ooh.
I'm in.
I'm so in.
Joanna
you guys
Rogers.
are making me hungry.
Joanna Rogers.
We have a rotisserie chicken from Walmart for dinner, so.
I was thinking I was going to eat leftover ham.
I'm grateful. Yeah. I'm grateful that you brought home the chicken because I'll have protein tonight. I'm just saying.
Joanna Rogers didn't know the hot southern states had apple trees. Yeah.
So the apple trees, though, because the orchard we have here is on the mountain, so it's in a higher elevation.
In Graham County.
In Graham County.
Apple Annie's isn't. Apple Annie's is lower.
But they're still higher than us, though.
They are. They're
so
higher.
It depends on the elevations. There are some of the elevations where the temperature is not as hot. And so I'm guessing that's how they're able to support, the apples. And it may be that the apples taste different in the warmer climates, too.
I would think. I mean, Washington apples are different from Michigan apples.
Yeah.
So.
But we have a huge apple. We just claimed Northern Cochise County. We have a huge apple orchard in Wilcox, Arizona. Yep. Apple Annie's.
And they do pears and peaches.
They do pears and peaches too. So right now it's peach season. My husband's peached out. I peached him out, y'all.
Sheila Lemble, live on the border of Michigan, Ohio. I've never been to a state fair. Go to the county fairs for concerts. Kathleen Hoovis, you could actually turn this into a lion. It's a great paper.
I just really love him. Look at his face. I think it's a she though. She's like looking right at you. I just love it on this ticking. I don't know. I love it.
Rita Burnett's Laws says had trouble finding someone to buy the paper from. So if you're a retailer, please put your links in.
Yeah, if you're a Roycycled retailer and you're here on the live, if you'll put the link to the page where you can buy the paper. So don't put the link to your Facebook page, you guys. Put their actual website link where customers can find the paper. And if you are looking for a paper and you can't find it, be sure and make sure that you're a part of the Roycycled Upcycling with Decoupage group. It's a super fun group because you can share your projects in the group. You can ask for advice if you're in the middle of a project, and if you're looking for a specific design and you're having a hard time finding it, you can drop something in the group, and if there's a retailer who has that design, they will take care of you. So make sure you guys are in it's Roycycled Upcycling with Decoupage, and it's a group.
Sherry Martin has to watch the ending on replay. It's back to school week. She's watching 5 grandchildren in the morning. Oh my
goodness, Sherry. God bless you.
Let's see. Petty Auto Finnegan, Kansas City Barbecue, Texas State Fair even had fried alligator. They brought that here one year.
Yeah, they have alligator every year here.
Oh, do they?
They do.
I only saw one.
But it's like it comes with the fair, though. It's not like, you know what I'm saying.
Lisa Stone Welker, honestly, I think I'd rather fussy wet tear the ticking than the sheep so I could save all of the extra paper for more projects.
Oh, I know, huh? I thought about that halfway through it, because then you could just fussy tear and then you'd have all this middle part of the ticking left. You make a valid point.
Cheryl Montgomery House, Texas Fair is too much fried food. So does our county fair. That's why I'd rather see food trucks rather than the food vendors that we normally get.
We do have some local food vendors. I just think the price is
there's like one
is prohibitive. I think the price to be there is prohibitive because you have the elote. Those are local guys that are making the corn at the fair.
Oh, okay.
And then you have the kettle corn guy. One of the kettle corn guys is local.
Yeah, but that's kind of universal.
I know, but you'll have the kettle corn that comes with the carnival too.
Yeah.
But one of them's local. I think it's cost prohibitive for a lot of the guys because it's expensive. But you have a ton of foot traffic. So.
Kim Rogers, we have apple cider slushes at Apple Castle in New Wilmington, Pennsylvania.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
I bet you it tastes crisper. Because it's cold. What do you guys think? I love him.
Oh, now, see, I like that. Now, this is cool. Not because I would imbibe. You know me, I'm not a drinker. Sheila Lemble, Michigan orchards are branching out into hard ciders due to uncooperative weather.
Oh.
All right. They're just pivoting.
We're all used to pivoting at this point, yes. I feel like he needs something. A little something. And I want to go neutral. So maybe the Astoria transfer And of course we have Lexi's transfer here that she did for IOD, the Whispering Willow. Have you guys seen this one yet? It is so fabulous. Look at all the yummy pieces you get. It's 8 pages. The Whispering Willow.
You are at an hour 19.
I'm at an hour and 19. Oh my goodness, we're almost out of time. Okay. You're stressing me out, baby.
That's what I'm here for. Lexi Grenzer says a floral crown.
Oh, you know what? There's a big crown in this one. Oh, she's saying a floral crown, but I know that there's a little crown in the Whispering Willow.
Yeah, she's saying floral.
I know. We could do a floral crown.
Tina LaMontagne, you should come to Oregon if you like food trucks. We do. I'm not crazy for them. I like them. I just would rather see that than all the fried foods. You know, I'd rather see somebody do something different. You know, we've got Sonoran hot dogs. We've got a couple of Mexican. What's Shirley's Daughters? Got a soul food truck.
Yes.
You know, I'd rather see that. You know what I mean? Plus, they're locally owned or regionally owned. There's a guy in Tucson that does. I'm going to mispronounce it. Takoyaki, which is I think Japanese, a Japanese ball with different fillings. I mean, it's a Japanese dish. It's a dough ball filled with.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
You know, I'd rather see something like that than
something cool and different.
Everything.
Yeah, I think their fried everything was different at one time.
It was,
but it's lived its life. It needs to carry on. Carry on. What if we do this one? I was kind of digging the neutral vibe though. Unless I do a neutral crown.
Deborah,
I don't know.
And it's pronounced Booker, right? Deborah Booker?
Booker, yes.
Deborah Booker designs. The Whispering Willow transfers are beautiful.
They are. I'm going to put a crown on them. But I think I'm going to like carve out this part so it looks like it's sitting on his head.
On YouTube, Linda Gibson. I'm from Michigan. I miss the cider up there. She lives in Arkansas now, and the apples there are delicious. Very good.
I think I want them to have character, so I'm going to put it like right here. Is that going to make it go off a little bit?
Debbie Claypool, how about a vine flowered headpiece?
I know, that's what Lexi said too, was I should do flowers. But
yeah, Cheryl Montgomery House calls for flowers too. Yeah, Susan Gully, that's a good point. All fairs smell like grease. You know, when everything's fried, it all just kind of...
Yes. Because I used to love, what's the cake? Funnel cake when I was younger.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm old now, y'all. I can't handle it.
And I'm good with fried bread.
Yes.
Because that's, you know...
It's a donut.
It's what our indigenous
yes.
populations
you mean like,
do.
Yeah, like Indian fried bread?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'm okay with that. I'm not saying don't do that, but I'm just saying everything fried. Yeah. And let's face it, by the end of the fair, it's not like that grease is getting changed out that often.
Right? Or even from like, you know, especially those small county fairs from fair to fair.
Yeah.
You know.
So.
Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Sorry. I know, you guys, I'm a hot mess. I'm really wanting him to be neutral. Like, I'm just like.
Oh, everybody's calling it a her.
I know. Her crown is a little tilted to the side.
But is he a he?
I don't know, because her eyes look like a her, but I don't know. I think you guys are right. It's a her. But her crown is tilted to the side because she got attitude.
I think that crown is a male crown.
There is no... Okay.
Yeah, there are.
Okay, wait. So you tell me I got to put a flower on this crown to make it a female crown?
No. I mean, a flower doesn't make it a woman. It means it's a boy sheep that has flair.
Y'all just stressing me out now. I think she looks fabulous with her crown.
Sherry Force Cunningham, the Queen of Sheepa.
That's a good one. I probably laughed way too hard, but that was a good one.
Lexi says no, but I'm not sure what the no is for. Is the no don't add a flower?
I think she's saying no, don't put a flower, maybe.
Yeah.
No, don't do it. I think it's fabulous, just like that. So I'm going to stop. Because sometimes I forget to stop. But thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us this Sunday.
Do a giveaway.
Oh, yeah. We have to do a giveaway. So, baby, you're going to have to, like, go through beep, 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 beep,
you tell me.
Thank you, Lexi. Did you guys know, like, for these watercolor tins, you have to fill them for, like, and let them dry out for, like, 2 weeks in the little pans.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They're fine now. They're already done, but, yeah. So, she made a whole bunch of these for the retreat.
All right. You just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right, let's
have a
see
time.
Joby Marshall.
Jody Marshall?
Joby, Jobie.
Joby has won something before.
Yeah, she.
No. We don't let her win. Joby Marshall. Joby, do me a favor, because y'all know me. Message me, Joby. Message me and then remind me that you won, and then send me your address so I can get this out to you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Lexi, for this. We appreciate it. And thank you to Daniel Smith Fine Watercolors, too, for sponsoring the retreat with the paints. We really appreciate it. And I think that's it, baby. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate you. You guys have a blessed week. I will put the link on the top of the page for you to join the Roycycled Insider. So make sure you guys join that so that you can have early access to anything that we announce. And then there was something else I was supposed to do, babe. What was it?
Sign up for text. Sign up for the email.
Oh, yeah. So for the text, if you guys are not getting alerts from Facebook, you can sign up to receive a text from me. I try to remember to send it out like 10 or 15 minutes before we go live. It's 928-563-4641. If you'll just text hello to 928-563-4641. That way we can text you with any information, any updates when we're going live. I don't send a ton of texts, so don't worry, I won't harass you.
Lexi explained, simple and neutral. You're good.
See, thank you, Lexi. I love him. He looks fabulous. I think I'm gonna take him to the shop tomorrow. And I hope I put it the right way. I did. I have a hanger on the top. Good job.
Thank you. Billy just messaged us Bantam cheesecake.
Thank you. We are like such foodies, you guys. Whenever we travel, we like go on, is it Yelp?
Yeah.
And we look for like the best bread pudding or the best, what's the poutine?
Yeah, poutine.
Best poutine, or I don't know, whatever we can think of. The best.
We've been on a kick of let's just go out for dessert.
Well, because
we tend to eat
when
early.
you get older, like if we eat lunch at like 1 or 2 o'clock, I'm not going to be hungry at dinner.
Yeah,
time.
we're not eating dinner.
So then we just go have dessert.
So we go for dessert. I think that's a very East Coast thing. I don't remember just going for dessert in Chicago. So I think it's more of an East Coast thing where sometimes you'll just go out to a restaurant and just have dessert. But I would like to see us all do that more often. You know, if you've already eaten.
Or like a tapas or a dessert or not like a full-fledged meal.
Yeah, we don't necessarily. I mean, I understand why restaurants want you to order the full meal.
But you don't necessarily have to do
so
that.
we've been looking for good desserts. Just places where you can go and just have a good dessert.
Corinne said the best poutine is up here.
Well,
so when we come to Canada, we're going to have to go for poutine.
I'm going to live on poutine. That's just, I don't know. We're going to be there at least a week. That's going to be 5 days minimum
of poutine.
Oh
my gosh. And the retreat in Canada is going to be a combination retailers and the general public. So Corinne, you will be able to come.
So so if you're in Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, North Dakota, it's going to be a nice easy trip for you. So
it'll be fun.
I mean, but you could fly in from anywhere. You could be from New York or LA or Houston if you want.
Yes. Oh yeah, anybody can come. That look at that thunder and lightning is getting really close. We're gonna sign off. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight.
Hour 30 perfectly.
An hour 30 perfect. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know.
No. Sign up for the email so you can get the scoop on the secret first.
It's such a good secret. It is such a good secret. Oh, sorry. Yes. And then, so the Roycycled Insider, I'll put the list for that. And then Sherry Bernhardt asked me for my link for my Amazon shop. I did see your message, Sherry. So I'll be sure and put that up there too. And I think that's it. Oh, it's raining now. Oh, Lord. Okay, you guys.